Yo, what is up, guys? Today just got off work, got off a little early, but I brought the 240. It's like its first real test drive, kind of 10 miles here to work. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do today is, oh my god, what the fuck, is doing alignment on this bad boy, get it ready for the track. I already got 8 spares mounted for this Friday's drift event. So after I do the alignment, that's pretty much it. I should be good to go. So let's pull this bitch in the shop and pop off the front bumper. The only thing that sucks is since the sensors don't fit on my wheels, they hit the fenders, I have to take off the arms and zip tie them to the wheels. So that's what I gotta do. Got all the sensors zip tied on. Let's yeah, it's kind of loose. There we go. John? I know these back tires are pretty bald, but fuck it, I'm just using them to drive on there. These front tires, at least this side's wearing a lot on the inner edge from all that negative camber, but fuck it. Let's check the caster now. Got to unplug the safety pins. Now we're good. All fucked up. Damn, I got a lot more positive camber in the rear. I don't remember that. So I'm gonna adjust that to get negative camber, set the rear toe, and then just adjust the front toe. I'm gonna leave the camber how it is. It's close, pretty close. So let's get to it. Alright, so we got the alignment all squared out. Those are the readings, guys. Probably pretty similar to what I ran last time, so we're just gonna run with it.
I did all the work, so you take the credit.
Alright guys, so that's it. I realized this left driver ball joint is pretty fucked. So I'm gonna try and fix that before this next drift event, but that's all for now, guys. Catch you guys next time. Peace! Yo, what is up, guys? Pretty bummed out right now because, well, first off, I gotta switch out that left ball joint in the front, so that should have the shitload of play, but that's not even the big problem. I'm gonna just get right to it with you guys. I was driving home and started seeing some oil kind of splashing up into my car, like on the door jamb and stuff. And I don't have the shifter boot cover, so the drive shaft sitting so close to that transmission tail housing destroyed the seal, the output shaft seal. So it started spitting out grease. So last night, dropped the exhaust, dropped the drive shaft, and I was gonna fix it real quick. I tried to put in another seal, and I fucked up that seal, I guess, when I went to put it in because I didn't have the proper tool. I tried to smack it in with like an axle nut socket, but that didn't work out too well. So I put it all in, put it back together, thought I was good, went for a test drive, just spitting out fucking gear oil once again out of the back end of the transmission. So that's some bullshit is what it is. This drift event's in 2 days, so I'm like busting my ass trying to get this fucking car ready. I just aligned it, everything else was good, that's the only problem. So what I'm thinking happened is having the new motor mounts lifted the engine slightly compared to where it used to sit, so which ended up tilting the back end of the trans down, causing the drive shaft to sit even closer than it already was. So that's why it just ate away, because it was still grinding a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as that first test drive I did. So what I'm gonna try and also do, well, I'm gonna pop off the exhaust, pop off the drive shaft, replace that seal, and then I'm gonna add some washers on under the trans between the mounting brackets, so hopefully it'll lift the trans up a little bit, and hopefully it'll give me just enough clearance with that drive shaft and it won't rub anymore, because I'm gonna be real pissed if I put another seal in and it just eats away that seal again. So hopefully it all works out, hopefully it's good, so I can fucking go drift this weekend, because I've been super excited to go drift, and I'm gonna be real sad if I can't, because I switched the day off and everything. So let's just get straight to it, guys. Luckily got off early, so let's seize the day.
Baby, I'm not running around looking for nobody else. I've got one thing on my mind, I already hear the bell. Baby, I'm not running around looking for nobody else.
So as you guys can see, that shit's sitting super fucking close. So I'm hoping then once I put the spacers and lift it up a little bit, it'll be just enough for the drive shaft to be at more of an angle and back out a little bit. So we'll see. Really hoping this works. I'm still not sure why this drive shaft is so tight up in there. Like even when I put the center bearing bolts on, like I had to fucking wedge that drive shaft up there, which really fucking sucked. So something's not right. I have heard that the ABS and the non-ABS drive shafts are different lengths on the S14s, so that could be a problem. Maybe I have the longer one. So I don't know.
I've got one thing on my mind, I already hear the bell. Baby, I'm not running around. 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 Baby, I'm not. Baby, I'm not. Baby, I'm not. Baby, I'm not.
Alright guys, so here's the old output shaft seal. You can see that thing just got like shredded the fuck up. So as you guys can see, that shaft fucking housing just got shredded the fuck up. There we go. Woo. So I'm gonna try and clean this up the best I can, grease up the new seal and throw it in there. But yeah, that drive shaft is sitting way fucking too close. So I'm gonna try and add some washers in between the trans and the mount right here. That's what I was talking about. And hopefully that lifting it up will give me some more clearance that I need. Because if not, I'm pretty much out of ideas besides slotting the motor mounts holes so I could slide the whole motor up. But that's kind of like a lot of work and I don't want to do that shit. So let's try this first and see. Pray for me, guys. So the new seal is in. It's so fucking hard to get that shit in without kind of beating it up. I was gentle, but these tools, I guess aren't for this car. I have 3 of these that I borrowed from a coworker, and none of these fit. The what's it called? The oil seal fit around here, but that inner part doesn't fit on the output shaft. So I just had to use what I had, kind of use this, that helped. It's like a ball joint installer tool. So fuck it, it worked. It's in there all the way now. Hopefully I didn't fuck it up too bad. Hopefully it doesn't fucking leak. So now I'm just gonna try and run those washers in between here, either here or underneath here, above here. So I'm not too sure which ones I'm gonna do. I'm thinking about these ones just because they have more threads to catch. So this one's already, those bolts that are actually bolted to the tranny itself are already kind of barely hanging on there. So see what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna drop this down a little bit so I can install those washers. And then put the drive shaft back in, put the exhaust back in, and then hopefully this should stop leaking, guys. Alright, so we got the exhaust done, got the drive shaft done. The wheels spun a lot easier this time. I didn't hear no grinding, but that was just up in the air. So let's go on a test drive, guys, and see if we fixed it. If we fixed it, I'm gonna throw that ball joint on the front. If I didn't fix it, then fuck this car. I'm done working on it for now. Alright, so this time I'm bringing a towel just in case that shit starts spitting shit out again. You can see right there. So we'll see. So far, no noise yet. No fucking gear oil spitting up at me. We'll see when we get up to speed what's going on. A lot better so far guys, a lot better. So far we're good. It's a lot quieter now too because it's like not rubbing at all, so it's a good sign so far. I need to get fucking gas, but it's looking like it's got some more space down there too, so I'm gonna take it on the freeway and whip it around, see what happens. Not whip it around, but just whip it around the block, you know. Alright, so getting gas first before I get on the freeway, but so far we're good. Not seeing any leaking yet. So last time I did it, it started shooting up gear oil as soon as I started driving it. So now that we got gas, I'm gonna go take it on the freeway and see if the problem's solved. Alright, so I was gonna take it on the freeway because it seems good, but I figure I better replace this ball joint first because that shit feels real sketchy. With the coilover, both bad on that side. And my freaking back bumper barely supported. So I don't know what I'm gonna do because it's pretty cracked up a lot. Yeah, I really don't know. So I drill some holes at the bottom and wrap the bumper around the frame. Maybe I'll just do that because that actually is not a bad idea. That shit was flopping around. Everything was making noise. I got scared. So I came back. But you can tell the trans is sitting a lot higher with those washers. It's actually like barely clearing like a millimeter, but it's fine now. You can't really see in there. Trying to focus. Yep. There's a bigger gap now, so it wasn't really rubbing at all, luckily. So I'm gonna pop that ball joint on and re-secure the back bumper and then go for another good test drive. And if all goes to plan, then I'm gonna pack this car up and get ready for the drift event this weekend. Alright, so we got the old ball joint out. This thing, as soon as I took out the snap ring and knocked it out of the knuckle, it literally just like, nope, just fell right out. So that shit was no good. Hopefully now I don't have too hard of a time putting this new one in. I don't have a grease gun or anything, so I'm gonna have to grease it up at work. But for right now, let's just get this thing installed, re-secure that back bumper, and I forgot I still gotta put those rear lug studs on. So I'm gonna do that before I test drive it. So let's finish this up. Alright guys, so back here, that kind of took a while, but we got the new ball joint on. That shit is a real bitch to do at home. If you're doing a ball joint at home, yeah, it's just not that easy. It's not super hard, but it's just a lot of freaking manhandling shit. And this thing kind of took me forever to get it set up because I've never used one of these ball joint installers before. I usually just use like the press at work and take off the whole arm. But so this was my first time putting that in. But got that in, got the cotter pin in. Now also while I was here, I noticed the spring was loose. So like the pre-tension and the coilover. So I just tightened that up. And I don't know if I feel like it was that, but with the ball joint, this thing doesn't fucking move like it used to. Like that shit was so annoying. Like every time I'm rolling, like it just almost felt like marbles rolling around. So pretty excited to have that all situated. I just got to put the wheel spacer back on and the brake calipers and then the wheel, and we should be good to give it a good test run.
Baby, I'm not running around looking for nobody else. I've got one thing on my mind. I already hear the bells. Baby, I'm not running around looking for nobody else. I've got one thing on my mind. I already hear the bells. Baby, I'm not running around. 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 Baby, I'm not. Baby, I'm not. Baby, I'm not. Baby, I'm not. Baby.
Alright, so I just checked the back wheel studs to make sure none other ones are stripped, and it's just that one, the broken one, that I'm gonna have to replace. And then when I was back here, went ahead and added a security zip tie. Hold the bumper nice and tight on there. And then as well on this side, I ran one in here like where the OEM one sat before, or where the OEM bolts were, so it should be good for now. I'm gonna get a new bumper eventually. Also too, and I'm gonna check the wheels right now, this fucking Harbor Freight ratchet. God damn it, gotta go take this back now. So I just ended up putting the side skirts back on. I can't do the wheel stud yet because I don't have a thin wall 21 for one of the lug nuts. So I'm gonna give it a good test drive it like a shit ton on the freeway just to make sure everything's good. And then if everything seems good, I'm gonna just pack up the car and take it to work tomorrow and replace that stud at work before or when I get off. So hopefully everything goes good right now, guys. Wish me luck. Let's take this bad boy out for a spin. Alright guys, we made it back safely. Probably drove it like maybe, oh my god, my safety glove. Gotta stop fucking walking into shit. Gotta stop leaving shit on the floor is what I gotta do. But drove it like 15 miles. As you can see down in there, I mean, I don't know, it's still kind of close, but at least there's like a gap now. Say like a millimeter or 2 millimeters. So it's not touching really at all, even when you let off the gas and you're just like slowing down to a stop, like with engine braking. It's not bad, or not making any noise, so I think we're good. And then also after I placed the ball joint on the driver's side and tightened that coil over, it stopped making that clunking noise, like coming to a stop or going over bumps. So that's a good sign. Yeah. And yeah. So I'll drive it to work, put the wheel stud in. Right now I'm just gonna load up the car. I gotta clean up all my tools and make sure I have everything for the track. So hopefully we're good, guys. I know I say hopefully I'll get a lot, but that's just because I'm a really hopeful guy. So thank you guys for watching. Wish me luck this weekend at the track. Should be a good time. I'm really excited to take this car out. I worked on this thing for like a month straight. And coming home every day after work and putting in some work on it just finally seemed to be paying off. So it feels good to have it running again like how it used to be, but now with the white bay, and ended up handling some shit that needed to get handled anyways. That's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate your views and stuff, even though they're not that many, but hey, I still like making these videos for you guys. So catch you guys later. Peace.